White coach.
Tonight you understand. We got a huge stadium. It's made out of steel. It's made out of aluminum. It's going to be loud. And we want that. There's a lot of rules you heard today that you're not supposed to do tonight. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can scream your lungs out. You can stomp your feet till your feet are sore. You can have a great, great time out there tonight. And get rowdy. And still have a good time. Nobody gets hurt. And everybody's having fun. Tonight is not about the Napoleon football team. Tonight is about Napoleon High School and the students and the athletes that make it up. Tonight's about you. These guys here, our great band, our cheerleaders, our teams. It's about Napoleon. We're not just feeling our football team tonight. Tonight we feel Napoleon High School, and we need all of you behind us. So from now on, you got to get into this. Some of you guys are standing on the fence, you're afraid to clap. It's too cool. Pretty soon you're going to be the minority.
Wildcat fans, to yet another NHS high school football season. I'm Scott Spicer, joined alongside the one and only Ryan Huffman, and a special guest, and we're going to call him the Stat Man, Nick Sonnenberg. So, guys, I tell you what, we're in Buckemeyer Stadium. It's September 4th, 1998, here at Napoleon High School. Napoleon versus Defiance, one of the oldest rivalries in the state of Ohio, and let me tell you, one of the biggest and the best. Anytime you get these two teams together, you know it's going to be a game. Despite Buckemeyer Stadium and Defiance's 14-0 state championship record, there is still a game to be played right here at 7:30 tonight. Ryan Huffman.
That's right. This is a fabulous facility that everyone here in Napoleon can be proud of, that they all built. I'm just glad to be here, glad to be a part of this whole thing. I'm glad to be a senior and say that this is the first year that I get to be here and that I'm a senior for this. This is just amazing. And there's a lot of excitement going on. The Defiance fans are excited for this day because they're getting a chance to try and repeat their state championship from the year before. And now they're getting their chance to go against the Napoleon Wildcats here in the new Buckemeyer Stadium against the Napoleon Wildcats.
And Ryan Huffman, when you say fabulous, I mean, it's a great word, but
it's not enough.
It isn't enough.
No.
I mean, everything that happened this summer, and I can still remember, you still remember, first period last year coming out here the last few days of May, and when this was nothing. This was just, it was stone, and just, it's something else, Ryan Huffman. But first, we're going to see what Coach Snowd had to say about tonight's game. Wildcat fans, and welcome back to yet another exciting season of NHS sports on NCTV Channel 5. I'm joined this morning with NHS head football coach John Snowd, and we're going to talk a little bit about today's home opener in Charles L. Buckemeyer Stadium. So, Coach Snowd, first we'd like to talk about this year's team. Who stands out, and how is it different from last year's team?
Well, at first, Scotty, it's hard to pick out who stands out right now. We got 19 lettermen back, a good core of senior leadership. So, you know, to pick any one of them out and just say, well, this is a standout and that kid's a standout, would be kind of tough for us to do right now. What's different about last year, from last year to this year, probably is the fact that we are more of a team. I think last year we struggled sometimes with some things, and this year these kids have put a lot of the past behind us and have gotten their act together, and we're just a more solid group of guys right now.
I want to talk a little bit about the Defiance team. What do they bring in to a game like this?
Well, when you got a defending state championship, they bring a bunch of guys who had 4 extra weeks of practice to start with. So, and they're going to be very big and very physical still. I still think they're an outstanding football team from what we've seen in scrimmages. So, you know, it's going to be a battle up front for us. We've definitely got to get it done in the trenches.
Mm-hmm. So, this year's like two-a-days and practices, how did this team respond? This Napoleon Wildcat team?
Well, from day one that we started our off-season program, they had their sights on making amends for last year and you know, trying to create a situation where we were going to be competitive again. So, you know, we prepared in the weight room, we prepared on the field, we prepared running-wise. On two-a-days, probably the hardest conditioning we've ever done, and these guys have responded to it. I think we're in great physical shape right now, ready to play 4 quarters of football. So, you know, from the physical aspect, they've gotten it done, and I think in the classroom we've gotten it done. We've got a pretty intelligent group of football players that have done some good things in school, and that's going to help us a lot.
And how about the scrimmage season? How did that go? And of course, the fine-tuning.
Fine-tuning. Well, we'll start. We got our eyes open quickly with the kind of speed they have. That, thank goodness, we won't see that kind of speed every week this year. Maybe not at all with 2 guys under 4.4 in the 40, but it always gets us awake to how fast the game is that we can't create in practice. So, and I was real pleased with how he responded. We were down 3 touchdowns to none, and we could have packed it in, and they didn't. And we came right back and scored 3 of our own, and fumbled another one that we could have had. So that was pretty good. Then OG, we took a big step forward. I don't think they're the team they were a year ago, but they're still very physical and very quick. And I thought we did a pretty nice job despite some penalties that have me a little concerned for Friday night's game.
Well, any other thoughts for tonight, Coach Snowden?
Nope. Just hope the fans rock the house, and I hope we give them something to rock about.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll see you tonight.
Thanks, Scotty.
Yep.
Okay, Brad Cordes, John Huddle, and Ryan Kramer deep. Picked up by number 32, Brooks Pedraza. Oh, and it looked like he was going to break it. Oh, man, but he was stopped at about the Napoleon, I would say 46-yard line. So there you have it for 32. Brooks Pedraza, as Defiance did the low kick, the low bouncing kick on the ground.
They were afraid of the kickoff return.
To keep it out of the hands of, well, I'd be scared to kicking it to John Huddle, Brad Cordes, and Ryan Kramer. So Napoleon on offense, up here, led by Scott Rex. It looks like to start out, we've got Matt Belford and Kenny Peach in the line. Rex goes to the air and just a little short for, that'd be on the bottom side of your screen, looking for Ryan Kramer. So,
well, Scotty, that was a nice move by Ryan Kramer there, getting jammed at the line, and he broke it off there, and Rex just let him just a little too much. The adrenaline's pumping a little, I think.
Yeah, you got to get that first play under your belt, and then the rest will come fairly easy, let's hope. Wildcats come back to the line. Belford running out. We've got 87. Jeremy went to this side. Still Kramer and Peach in the backfield. Like the give to Kramer. He's still on his feet. Up first and 10. He breaks a few tackles. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Napoleon. And if it goes like that all night, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a great, great time as Ryan Kramer busted, stayed on his feet through the great lead blocking of 36, Kenny Peach. And Ryan Kramer has the first touchdown on the books for the Wildcats.
You better mark that one down, Ryan Kramer.
Yes, sir, Ryan Kramer.
Just a very simple play as they gave it right up the middle.
Right up the
Ryan
gut.
Kramer,
Right up the gut.
great blocking in that front line. John Black and
Russell's PAT, no good. Well, that could have been Russell's, his first jitter.
John Black and Luke Glick, Josh Fruth all opened up a big hole. Great blocking. Ryan Kramer did it from there, broke a tackle, went down the sideline for the touchdown.
That's the bread and butter of the Wildcats.
Yeah, buddy.
It's right up the middle.
Yeah, buddy.
Some poor tackling by the Defiance Bulldogs. Just arms flying everywhere, and Kramer broke one off.
Wow.
That's great momentum getter. Get us up early, 6-0.
Watching that play develop, Ryan, it looked like he was going to go down early, but he kept those feet driving, and he stayed up, and he broke that last tackle, and I saw a lot of Defiance on the ground, and boy, oh boy, the great line blocking, as you said, Kenny Pete's leading for him. Wow. You could have driven a Mack truck through that hole. Okay, so we've got deep. Who we got deep for the Defiance Bulldogs? 84. Nate Drown. They say this is a kid you've got to watch for if they go to the air. Russell will have this kick. He's got his team in the huddle. 6-0 in favor of your hometown Napoleon Wildcats. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best that we have to offer. 11:14 left in the first quarter.
Scotty, as I said at the beginning of the game, they got that rushing touchdown right there. Defiance is going to have to respect that big time. And
that's right.
Do good things with the
kick
fakes
is
of
up.
the run there.
Russell punted that one back to the 5-yard line, and Drown takes it up to his own 25-yard line. John Hull on the stop for the Wildcats. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. With 11:07 left in the first quarter. Now we're going to get our first look at the Defiance offense and the Napoleon defense.
Drew Price is going to be taking the first snap of the ball game for the defending state champions, Defiance Bulldogs. And it's got, of course, one wide out.
Hartzell and Hacker in the backfield. Drown in motion. The give is to number 25, Hartzell. He breaks a few tackles up to about the 37-yard line. Good enough for a Defiance Bulldog first down. Okay, Ryan.
That offensive line by the Defiance Bulldogs got a great seal, led by Nate Drown. The wide receiver, he did it with a great block there to seal off the inside, gave Hartzell a great lane to run down the sideline.
Here's Defiance again. As you said, they picked quarterback Drew Price. The give to the other side to Hacker. Up the middle for a gain of, what would you say, Huffman?
Give him 3.
Yeah, we'll give him 3.
Or give Lee Zamarip the tackle also.
Oh, yeah. Chalk one up for Lee Zamarip.
Just nothing doing up the middle.
Led by a center, 57, Scott Hess. Excuse me. Maybe that's the wrong number. Ooh, Wildcats jumpy. Josh Fruth, I thought he was going to go through there. The give is the 84 drone, and he's brought down by 74, Zamarippa. And Zamarippa was right down in there.
It came with a little bit of misdirection there as they were kind of a, I don't know what you call it, a reverse a little bit. They faked it, going left or right, and came back left. And but Lee Zamarippa held his ground, made a good tackle, and brought him down.
Well, Huffman, the Bulldogs sent the tailback, I thought it was, in motion, and that's really going to hurt the Wildcats if they don't pick that up because they'll streak them down the field. They did that last year a couple times, and it really hurt them. They got to know who they got.
Oh, man. Not much for Hacker. Nothing doing up the middle, as you said, Ryan Huffman. And here comes the Bulldog punt team. So we've got Cordes and Kramer deep for the Wildcats. Brian Brown lining up, the 6'2", 172-pound sophomore for the punt. The punt is up. And he gets some air on that. Gets it back to Kramer. Kramer lets it fall. Rolls to about the Wildcat 18-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Napoleon. Ryan Huffman, or Nick, Wildcats' first defensive series, looking pretty sharp.
Well, Scotty, look for the Wildcats here on offense to pound it up the middle again because they found a weakness, it looks like. I don't think their linebackers are as strong as they were last year.
Yep.
And they're not that quick either. So the Wildcats will be going outside, inside, and Ryan Kramer at fullback is just something different, and he's not a hard runner. He's more of a hits the hole quick, and they don't have time to tackle him. So, but
as Napoleon takes the timeout.
Kramer at fullback, I think, a lot, and put Pedraza there when they need those tough yards.
Yeah,
he's going to UT?
Yep.
Oh, I thought Ohio State.
We'll leave that one alone. You must have been sheltered this summer, Nick.
Well, Scotty and Ryan, I know you two are pumped for tomorrow. Ohio State, West Virginia.
Oh,
Ohio
yeah.
State start to defend their #1 ranking. And they got their 3 eligible players back.
Yeah, the big cat. The big cat. West Virginia. But here, back to the point. Scott Rex They give to Kramer. Kramer cuts it up the middle. He's at the 25, gets over to about the 26-yard line. Looked like that play was designed to come around the outside, but Ryan, he cut it up inside with 8:36 left in the first quarter.
That was another great run by Ryan Kramer as he cut back. He saw the cutback at the right moment, cut back, got a couple more yards to get a good 6-7 yard gain.
And, you know, you talk about Ryan Kramer as we were talking about utility, as Matthew Russell comes out and Jeremy Witt, he comes in, and we're going to see him everywhere. Like to thank the Henry County Bank for bringing you Wildcat football on NCTV. Here's Rex. He's got Went clear to the top of your screen. The give is again to Kramer. Around the top side of your screen. Gets a gain of, we'll give him 3. 2. Hoffman says 2. Official timeout for measurement. So he very well could have gotten 3. Nope. Okay, 3rd and 1. So he did indeed get 2. Ryan Huffman with the bird's eye view up here.
Well, Scotty, as they said in the start scrimmage, it looks like the Wildcats towards the end were just a lot better physical condition than the start was. So as the game wears on, it looks like the Wildcats are going to be stronger as it goes, and that's what they need.
Yes, Nick Sonnenberg, and it's the give is to Kenny Peach, and a flag on the play. The first flag thrown on Morley's Field. 7:42 left in the first quarter. Holding Wildcats. As we said, the Wildcats need to eliminate mistakes here in this game, and boy, just a holding penalty, it'll take you back a few yards.
Well, Scotty, right here I'm looking for a bootleg. They've really been getting them on the run here, and I think the Defiance has got to watch that. So, and we got to test their defensive backs, because you saw that first play of the game. I think it was Hartzell. Got burnt big time by Ryan Kramer. He tried to jam him up the line. Kramer with those quick like moves. He's got some skill.
Yep. So we'll see. Sonnenberg says bootleg. I say up the middle. We've got Belford and Peach in the backfield. Kramer at the bottom of your screen. Brad Quarters to the top. There's Kramer. Oh! And Drone and Kramer were all over each other. It was there.
It was a great defensive play by Nate Drown. He, once as Ryan Kramer looked up, he turned around, saw the football, dove in front. Neither one was able to get a hand on. Just a great defensive play. Nate Drown sticking right with Ryan Kramer.
Well, Ryan, Scotty put that where he had to put it. There was no other place for that ball to go, and almost made a spectacular catch by Ryan Kramer.
Hey, hopefully we've got the match out to watch, or the matchup to watch. Drown. Oh, and Kramer. Oh, and that Russell, that snap was, it looked a little high, and then it looked like Russell shanked it off the inside of his foot. So, Defiance comes in here with very nice field position on the Wildcat 43, Ryan Huffman.
Very good field position, something similar to what the Napoleon Wildcats had on their first possession. The Napoleon defense is going to have to buckle down here and not let them get any farther this, or they're going to be really hurting. Either they're going to get points or really bad field position.
Yes, sir. Drew Price gives that one to Hartzell. And he goes around the corner, picks up about 6 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 4. So that was 25. Hartzell went around, and boy, when he was brought down, blue shirts all over. Here's Defiance Bulldogs again. 2nd 4. Ball on the Wildcat 37. 6:38 left in the first quarter. Out to Hartzell again. He gets up inside to just about, I'd say that's only a gain of 3.
Napoleon Wildcats almost sniffed it out, but the pass was just got outside the arms of a Napoleon defender. If he could have knocked it down, it would have been a big stop, but
yes,
they're able to make the reception, and but they stopped it for a minimal gain. They're going to be yards short.
Price setting up his team. Oh. As you see, we've got a penalty marker on the flag. Oh, offsides on the Wildcats. I didn't see any Defiance movement, but I did see number 63, John Black.
I think John was trying to jump in there hoping to get a Defiance Bulldog to move and send them back 5 yards, but he went a little too far and made contact with the Defiance Bulldog.
So they pick up 1st and 10 on the Wildcat 29. Price with the long count. Oh, man! And 32, Brooks Pedraza leveled number 25, Hartzell. Oh, and he is feeling that one right now.
Anyone see Hatzmore out there? It kind of looked like that there.
But
I hope he's okay.
Brooks Pedraza was right over him. Bam!
Came out of nowhere, just came right up through the middle and made a nice lick on technique tackling.
Yep.
Sent him down for a 2-yard gain. 2-yard loss.
Stunned him. Wow. That's what you like to see. Here's Price. Drops back, goes to the top of your screen. Oh, and he had Hacker out there in the flats wide open. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Ball on the Wildcats 35 was 5:09 in the first quarter. Nick Sonnenberg.
Well, Scotty, the Bulldogs are going with a single back there, and they're offsetting Hartzell in kind of a wingback formation there. It's almost a slot with Drown out wide there, and they're just flaring him. They've done that twice already. They're just looking to get the short game with the young quarterback like this and work them deep later.
Okay.
If he's got the arm.
Price again to Hartzell. They're going to try and run it. He gets on the outside. That's going to be close. Good enough for a first down and more. He got about, I'd give him, well, he got 10 for the first down. I'd give him 13 yards on that carry.
The Wildcats, I thought, had it contained, but at the last second, he turned on a little extra speed, and he was able to outrun the defensive backfield of the Napoleon Wildcats, and that's what got him the first down.
So we've got Defiance at the Napoleon, inside the 20 at the Napoleon. Wildcat 17-yard line. Price. 2 wideouts in the single backfield. Oh, the long count. 37. Hacker with the give, just up the middle a little bit. Good for probably about, well, when the pile comes up, we'll say 2.
I don't know that I'm going to get him. You're about right, about 2.
You think? Yeah.
The Wildcat middle of the defensive line is holding up real well against that strong Defiance Bulldog defensive line. They haven't been able to get anything up the middle. Everything they've gotten has been around the ends.
Here's Defiance. Oh, Lee Zamaripa. And it seemed like Defiance was up slow there, but the give was the Hacker, and he comes out and he gains a few. Gets to about the 11-yard line.
Brad Cordes right there really got his nose into that one. He laid a big held hit on there on Larry Hartzell and really gave him a good lick.
Well, looks like the Bulldogs are trying to go outside here on the Wildcats. The ends really got to contain there. That's a tough position to play to keep everything inside of you. But if they keep it inside, linebackers like Pedraza and Fruth are going to come in there and put some big hits on Hartzell and Hacker.
Oh, and you hear it, folks, the rumble in Buckenmeyer Stadium. Here's Price. Gives, the give was to Mr. Josh Hacker, and he got nowhere.
Kenny Peach was able to sneak in there and got him by a leg and pulled him down. Great strength by Kenny Peach to bring him down.
Well, so far I got here, Hacker's having a great night with 3 yards, then no gain, then -2, then a yard, then a loss.
So what's that all add up to?
Well, I'm not that
Sauber?
good at math there, Huffman, but I think that's a yard.
Okay. Here's, looks like these Defiance Bulldogs are going, and a timeout. 3:01 left in the first quarter. Ryan Huffman.
There is no room in this place.
No.
It is standing room only. There's people all around the fences. On our sides, there's people up against the back, standing on top. This place is packed.
Yes, it is. I'd like to see it from the field. Just once. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best we have to offer. I'm Scott Spicer, joined alongside My right hand, Ryan Huffman and Nick Sonnenberg, the graduate and special stat man. Okay, you're hearing the rumbling again. 4th and 5 for the Defiance Bulldogs. Price gives, looks to the air, has a wide open Nate Drown. And that's good enough for a first down and more. 2:55 left in the first quarter. Wow. We see the Defiance Bulldogs running around the end a few times, and then they surprise Napoleon with a pass.
It was a good pass by the quarterback, Drew Price, as the Drown just went out to the first down marker, turned around. Napoleon defender just couldn't, had to respect the end zone and stopped him. Hopefully the defensive line can shut things down here, and as they did on that play, and keep him out of the end zone, hold him to a field goal.
That was Hartzell with the carry. Good for a gain of 1. Black on the stop. Brings up a second down and goal situation for the Defiance Bulldogs.
This has been a very long, drawn-out
Yes.
drive point defense. We're going to see how good that conditioning is right here, as they've been on the field for a very long time here in the first quarter already.
Price, the give to 37. Hacker, and that's a touchdown for the Defiance Bulldogs with 2:10 left in the first quarter. Just as you said about the Defiance Bulldogs running out the time on the clock, they sure did. You know, Napoleon struck real quick, but Defiance they only had to go a little bit less than half the field, and they took off about 6 minutes. So Ryan Huffman, that play very simple to give to Hacker up the middle. And he had a huge, huge hole.
Great blocking. The Wildcats, just nothing they could do.
Oh, the kick is no good. Hits the post going upright, so we've got a tied ball game. 6-6. Wow. You really know when that ball hits. Oh, yeah. So, Nick Sonnenberg. Wow. That Defiance drive, what did it look like?
Well, Scotty, it all started with not too good of a punt there, giving them great field position. And they took advantage of it with a nice, slow drive. And the Wildcats just got to come back here and score. They played pretty good defensively. They gave a little too much there on that 4th down and 5 on the pass, but not to worry, Wildcats will come back.
The big play on that drive was the 4th down and 5 play, the pass to Drown.
Uh-huh. Well, we've got Brad Cordes, Ryan Kramer, and
as you can see,
number 9.
After the first kick, they squibbed it. They don't want to happen what happened last year. They did that the rest of the year after that first return because they figured their defense was so good.
That's also John Huddle, and there's another bounder scooped up again by Brooks Pedraza.
Great field position good for the Wildcats.
Yes.
They're going to start from, they're going to only have to go about half the field.
Yep. At the 43-yard line. That'd be the Wildcats' 43-yard line. Oh, 44. Okay, we're going to have another chance to see these Napoleon Wildcats and that offense go to work. I think we've got both the teams have got rid of their jitters now, their pregame jitters, and they're really playing some football. As the sun's starting to go down behind us, creating a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere out here at Napoleon High School. Rex, the give to Belford up the middle, and he's met right there by a few Defiance Bulldog linemen, but he did manage to get a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd and 8 with 1:50 left in the first quarter. Ryan Kramer's bringing in a play, and Matthew Russell comes scampering out. Clock is running. Napoleon cheerleaders doing an excellent job. Napoleon cheerleaders have put a lot of time in this summer. What they say, 140, 180 hours this summer. Competition's all over. Rex fakes a give, rolls out, keeps it. He's going, and hey, that's good enough for a first down. Give him, I'd say 12 yards.
That's the other dimension that Scott Rex will give you. He is a very fast runner. not many people know it, but he also runs on the track team. He's on the 4x100 meter relay team. Very quick quarterback. He can also run, and that's something that teams are going to have to respect the rest of the season.
Yes, Ryan Huffman. He could have done one of three things out there. He could have handed it off, and I think he was looking for the pass, but he saw the hole, so he decided to cut it up, and good enough for the first down.
He didn't panic in the pressure. He saw the hole and hit it right away and got a good gain of about 10.
Give is to Matt Belford up the middle, picks up a gain of about 4, I'd say.
Well, Scotty, from up here, it looks like Defiance is starting to overload their front defensive line there, bringing a linebacker up and sometimes bringing him back out and bringing him back in, just to throw different looks at the Wildcats front to confuse them a little on their blocking scheme.
Yeah, that was a gain of 3 for Matt Belford. 2nd down and 7 with 28 seconds and ticking left in the first quarter. Here's Rex at the Defiance 39-yard line. Brad Cordes in motion. Rex again, fakes a give, rolls out, looks to the air, and right through the hands of Nate Groan.
Scott Rex was glad to have that one back.
Oh, yeah.
He felt the pressure from behind, let it go, I think, a little earlier than he wanted to, and just overthrew it, intended for, I do believe, Kenny Peach.
Yes, sir. 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. This is NCTV, Channel 5, your hometown public access channel.
Well, Huffman, that looks like a play, though, the Wildcats can go back to, because Drown had 2 guys he had to cover there. I think it was Peach and Kramer. Kramer was deep, so either one, he didn't have a prayer.
Okay. Wildcats are going to go to work. Rex is up, rolls out, top side of your screen, goes to the air, and that one was tipped off the hands of Defiance Bulldog player number 30, Matt Scott. So 2 incomplete passes for Mr. Scott Rex. That was intended for Matt Russell. Excuse me, Matthew Russell. Ryan Huffman, you look confused.
I'm not confused at all, Scotty.
Okay. Okay, as we said, Ryan Kramer does it all. He's in the punt. We've got Matt Scott and Hartzell Owen, a long, long snap. Kramer with the punt. Lands at about 30. Was that 3 yards?
Not much more than 3. I think it went off the side of his leg, not his foot. I think it went off his leg as he grabbed for his leg. I think with that punt, the Napoleon Wildcat coaches were hoping to pin them back a little farther than the 35-yard line, but better than the 45 where they started last time.
Yes, sir. But again, though, great field position. 6 seconds left in the first quarter for Defiance. Here is, as we see Roan in motion, Price, the give to number 25, Hartzell. And he is stood up and drove back.
Everybody in on the act in that one as Russell Osborne, Lee Zamarippa, and Josh Fruth all came flying in there, made a great tackle, didn't let him slip out of it, and stopped him for a short gain.
Well, Ryan Huffman, we talked about how much special teams are important in this game. And when we've already had a couple blotched punts, as we call them here at NCTV, boy, your special teams needs to be crisp. Boy, I don't know. Really didn't hurt us, but there's still mistakes, and we need to be mistake-free. And those kind of things can really, really hurt down the line, and you've got to get them cleaned up. Okay. So as we're going to have some new records here. And they just mentioned first touchdown, first home. Oh, and flags all over. There's yellow all over on Morley's Field.
That's not a good penalty for the Napoleon Wildcats. Is 2nd down and 3 is a lot easier to convert than a 2nd down and 7. And that's just putting the Napoleon defense behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, you're right, Ryan Huffman. You are right. So here's the Defiance Bulldog offense creeping up. They're sitting on the Wildcats 43. Hartzell. Oh, man, oh, man. Looks like that was a team tackle by Peach. And then Peach had him by the legs, and Pedraza stood him up and rolled him over.
Brooks Pedraza brought his hitting shoes on today.
Buddy.
He came prepared to hit.
And we saw that a lot last year in Brooks Pedraza. Brooks Pedraza. Wow. Boy, when he made that first hit, I bet you Hartzell still feels that one. He'll feel that for at least another week. Boy, and defense getting lined up. That give was to 42, a new face in the Defiance Bulldog backfield. Brian Brown.
He might have gotten the first down there running the football, but yards up the middle against this Napoleon defense aren't coming easy right now for the Defiance Bulldogs, because they're only getting 1 or 2 yards at a crack coming up the middle.
Yes, sir, Ryan Hoffman. First down and 10, ball on the Defiance Bulldog 48-yard line. There's Price. He drops back, puts it in the air to Drone, and that's going to be a complete pass. He picks up, I'd say, 18 yards. Brings it up to about the 47-yard line.
It looked like some miscommunication between Brad Cordes and Scott Rex. He was right in between both of them. I think Brad Cordes thought Scott Rex was going to take him. Scott Rex thought Brad Cordes was going to stay with him. And neither one did either of them. And he was wide open, made a great diving catch.
Yeah, he was like he was sliding into home plate, and he had to look back and get the ball. Great composure by Nate Drown. I think that's the longest pass we've seen so far. I think that was Mr. Brian Brown. Fruth on the stop. 10:26 left in the first half. Second down and 6. Ball on the Wildcat. 29-yard line. Boy, when you like to see him that way when you go in the air. That was a picture-perfect catch. Here's Price, and the give was off to number 25, Larry Hartzell. Third and 5 for the Defiance Bulldogs. 9:45 left in the first half. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best that we have to offer.
Wildcats need a big stop right here.
Yes, sir.
Big play, somebody, right here.
Chance to step up. Price. The give is to 42. The big boy, Brian Brown, and he's going to be... Oh, it's right there.
They're calling the measure.
They're going to measure. All right. The ball is on exactly the same hash mark. I don't know. They might be a little short. Little short? Little short. Oh.
A little long.
Well, let's see. A -1. Huffman and Sonnenberg came up with positives on that one. 6-6. A tied ball game. Price drops back to the top of your screen. Decides to carry it. And 74 leaves Zamarripa right there for the Napoleon Wildcats.
Zamarripa just threw him down with the forearm there.
Yeah,
he
he
was
did.
running for his life. Zamarripa just threw his arm out from trip.
For the Defiance Bulldogs. Here's Price, that tenacious Napoleon Wildcat defense. Price with the give to Hartzell. He's just sitting back there. And he decides to pick it up, brings it up to, I'd say,
Brooks Pedraza came flying through the line. He just missed him. He got his arms around him, but Hartzell was able to slip past him and gain a couple of yards, and they're going to end up with a third down and 10.
That's that little delay that you see there for Defiance.
Well, Huffman, this is 4-down territory for the Bulldogs here, so they may even actually run here, but I think they're going to pass. A little sprint out here. They got 3 receivers. Hartzell out there.
Price Up to Hartzell. Hartzell, oh, nothing doing. Nothing doing. Gain of a few. So, well, as you say, 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. Coach Jerry Beauty probably over there drawing up a play.
John Huddle laying the big stick right there on Hartzell, as he read it real well, and had to make an open field tackle, and he was up to the job and made it.
Yes, sir. 4th and 8. Ball on the 20. That's not outside or inside the 20. That's on the 20. Drew Price, you see those, or hear those feet. What a beautiful, beautiful sound. There's Drown. And motion to the top side of your screen. Oh, boy, Price back. Oh, yeah, Ryan Kramer right there breaking up the pass. He just came right in there, slid over, bam. Heads up play by
Ryan Kramer there. I mean, Hartzell was sprinting for the end zone there, and Kramer just dove out of nowhere. If Kramer wouldn't have deflected that, he sure would have laid Hartzell out.
Defensive coach Tim Downey real happy about that.
If he doesn't make that play, that could be touchdown, Scotty.
Yes, sir.
He was open down the sideline, and the pass was right there, but Ryan Kramer's able to step in front.
7:03 left in the first half. Surprised we don't see Coach Downey here tonight with the Sherlock Holmes hat on. Coach Snode says, back up, kids. Give me some room. Rex, the give to Pedraza. And that's a loss on the play. Tackled by number 54, Michael Nutter, the 6'2", 189-pound senior. Bring up a long 2nd and 12 for the Napoleon Wildcats. It's Huddle checks in for Kramer. Huddle and number 27, Josh Weekers. Brooks Pedraza checks out. All right. Here's Rex. He's got 2 in the backfield. The give is to Peach. And that Defiance Bulldog defense is all over these Wildcats. That's another loss.
Wildcats right now aren't fooling anybody as last 2 plays, Defiance Bulldogs have slipped into the offensive backfield and wreaked some havoc, as they like to say.
Yes, sir, as Ryan Kramer's bringing the play in. Weekers checking out. 5:58 in the first half. 6-6. Wildcats backed up a long 3rd and 15.
Be nice to get a first down here, as the defense has been on the field quite a bit here and already in the first half, and they need a first down to give them a break. And they didn't get it.
They give to Peach. That's another loss. Going to bring up 4th and 16. But I tell you what, the Wildcats need to change it up a little bit, Ryan Huffman.
Yeah, they didn't show them much on that series.
I think the Bulldogs have woken up. Hartzell and Scott back. And into punt is 8, Kramer. Snaps still look a little high. Whoa, and they were all over Kramer. And that ball drops at about the the Bulldog.
The Wildcat 42.
Yes, you're right, Ryan. Thank you for helping me out there.
I was looking for a flag there as Ryan Kramer hit the ground hard as 2 Bulldogs ran into him, but
smashed him.
I don't know. They weren't looking at it in my perspective, I guess.
Yep, 4:53 in the first half. Here's Price. Over center. The give to Hartzell. Hartzell wanted to cut it up, but continues outside and gets a good gain up to about the Wildcat 35. Now they're going to spot it about the 37.
I was watching Kenny Peach on that play, and his body and legs were pumping one way, and his shirt was being pulled the other way, and I don't know how that can happen. I don't think one of his players was pulling him back away from the ball carrier.
I don't hardly think so.
I'll tell you, Hacker's doing a great job of grabbing some cloth and blocking.
Yeah?
I mean, that takes some skills.
Uh-huh. Maybe the refs should be grabbing their cloth. That give was up the middle, not sure. Who had the carry? Hacker on the carry. Zamaripa, you can give him that tackle. 3rd and 1 for these Defiance Bulldogs. 3:55 and counting in the first half. See some people heading to the halftime chow line. Price up the middle with Hartzell. Did he get it up for the first down? I believe so. Just right up the gut. Had some great lead blocking there. 2-3 guys. I don't know about you, Ryan Huffman. I'm kind of actually looking forward to the halftime band show. What do you think? We got
Might be a nice little show.
Band in here. The Defiance band.
Fabulous Defiance band.
Yes, it looks huge.
Over 200 members, I heard.
200 members strong. To give. Oh no, they faked the give. And Price rolls out. Nothing doing. Wrapped up by number 45, Nathan Spicer. The heads up play right there. That's going to be a loss. That is going to be a loss. Second and 11. They ought to see do something different in the stat books. Give those defensive players how many negative yards they caused. Whoever has the most, get a little award. Oh boy, in Defiance, maybe they're starting to fall apart.
Got Black on that last play, come off in a little bit of pain. He's trying to shake it off right now, but I hope they can't lose him for the rest of this ball game if they want to stay in this.
Definitely not. NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best we have to offer. Here come the Defiance Bulldogs. 2nd and 17 with 2:20 left in the first half. Price goes to the air, a wide open drone. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Bulldogs. Nathan Spicer had the coverage there. It looks like Drone just beat him.
Too much speed by Nate Drown there, and it got past Nathan Spicer. And the defensive line couldn't get to the passer in time, and ended up in a touchdown for the Defiance Bulldogs. Covered 40 yards.
Yep. Well, we'll see what these Bulldogs have up their sleeve. Looks like they're going to go for 2. 2nd and 11. Price. Oh, they give it again to Drone, and he walks right in. That was the double reverse by the Defiance Bulldogs. Makes it 14-6. Bulldogs somehow have gotten all their points.
Wildcats got to get something going on this offensive possession. They don't want to go in behind at halftime, so they're going to have to get something going right here. And that might mean Scott Rex is going to have to go the air.
It might. Obviously, Defiance had the run snipped out the last time, stuffed them 3 times in a row. So we'll have to see just what these Wildcats have in mind. I'd like to see the Wildcats go to the air personally. I really would.
They look good going to the air in the last scrimmage they had against Ottawa Glandorf. They look great. Scott Rex threw the ball real nice, I thought. We haven't seen it today. Hasn't had much time, and they've been going to the ground a lot. Last series, no luck on the ground. Going to have to see him go to the air.
Okay. Hacker's going to have the kick. We've got Cordis, Kramer, and Huddle. Back deep. Here they come again, the low bounder. Scooped up by Brooks Pedraza. That might be a mistake. Kicking it to Brooks Pedraza. He just might break one. He just might. Brooks Pedraza, quite an athlete. 2:06 in the first half. Just in case you were wondering, we're still going to try and keep the
ladies' point of view going, but the ladies were pretty busy holding up the big board Friday signs before the game. Maybe we'll catch them at halftime or maybe after the game. So we'll have to see about that. Looks like the bands are starting to get ready. Here's Rex. Over center. Fakes the give, rolls out. Oh, breaks free of trouble. Breaks it up the middle. Oh, across the 50 into Defiance territory with 1:59 left in the first half. Boy, I tell you what, Rex right there, when you talk about versatile and able to move and composure, that play was going for negative yards, and he turned it into a big positive and a first down.
He was running for his life there at first. He saw 2 or 3 guys coming at him. He found the seam, cut it right up in it,
Yes,
attacked
sir.
it, and got a first down.
Oh, yeah. So, ball on the Defiance 46-yard line. Hopefully the Wildcats will punch something in here. Rex again. The give is to number 6, Matt Belford. He might have gotten a yard. With 1:30 and counting.
Wildcats are running out of time right
Yes,
now.
they
With
are.
only
They need to
1:30
hurry up,
to go in
hurry
the,
up.
half.
Cats need to keep it moving. Timeout. Napoleon.
Wildcats may be able to confuse them once or twice with that quick hitter up the middle with the fullback, but with 1:17 to go, I don't think they can use that anymore here in this half.
Okay. But really, this was totally a community effort, and it benefits the community. And still, I am in just, it's a great, great thing that we are fortunate enough to have this, Ryan Huffman. 2nd and 10. Rex fakes the give again. Hey, he's going to have to keep it. Oh, man. And the Bulldogs sniffed that one out. Big 73. Billingsley in on the stop, and that's the first time we've heard his name tonight. With under a minute left in the first half. 14-6 in favor of the Defiance Bulldogs. Rex back again, comes the same way, goes into the air. Oh, nothing doing. That was intended for Brad Cordes. Coverage on the play by 41, Ben Markle. 4 and 17 for the Wildcats. Ryan.
This Defiance defensive line is starting to take over.
Yes,
as
sir.
the Wildcats have not been able to get anything going since that first series.
.45 seconds in the first half. Whoa. Well, I tell you what, they're getting in there on those punts. And number 30, Scott, lets it go. Defiance Bulldogs are going to be working from the 20. So the Defiance Bulldogs are going to go to work. First 10 at the 20 for the Bulldogs. Well, 36 seconds. Nick Sonnenberg and Ryan Huffman. Bulldogs going to try and put it in and show what they got. We'll see. Price to give up the middle to 25, and he just tries to get it up in there. Pickup of 2. 2nd and 8. Well, they're going to give him, I think we'll give him 3. 2nd and 7. 14, 13, 12. I think that might have been it. That is going to be the last play of the half.
Looks like they're going to close it out.
Yep. Well, end of the first half score, Defiance 14, Napoleon 6. Your thoughts, gentlemen? We'll break. So, Nick Sonnenberg and Ryan Huffman, your thoughts on the first half?
The Wildcats came out with a lot of enthusiasm, but after, as the game progressed, the Defiance lines, both offensive and defense, started to take over there late in the second quarter. the Napoleon Wildcats Lions have to counter that and really come up, pick it up the second half if they're going to win this football game.
Hey, there's the second half opening kickoff. Okay, Nick Sonnenberg, your thoughts, and you might have some stats.
Well, for Defiance, they were led by Hartzell with 45 yards on 13 carries. Price had -4 yards. Drown had 5. Hacker had 7. Brown had 11 coming off the bench. Passing-wise, Price had 70 yards, and he was 5 for 5. And Drown caught 3 of those balls for 65 yards, and Hartzell caught 2 for 5. I'll give you Napoleon stats later on.
Okay. Oh, buddy. Josh Ruth all over that one.
The senior linebacker really sniffed that play out real well.
Yep.
Didn't go for any of the fakes. Found the ball carrier, put a nice lick on him, drove him back, and it was only a gain of 1.
Second down and 10 for the Defiance Bulldogs. Nick, anything else? Or are you waiting a while? Hey, you let us know when you're ready, buddy. Okay. Price over center. Oh, boy, they give up. Number 25, Larry Hartzell, keeps his feet a driving and is able somehow to stay up,
Well,
stay on his feet.
For the Wildcats, we had Rex with 15 yards on 3 carries. Kramer had 63 on 3 carries. Belford had 3 carries with 5 yards. Peach had -4 and Pedraza -2. And Wildcats have not completed a pass yet tonight. So that's something they got to look to here in the second half.
Yep. Hey, the Wildcats fans
And a great job by the Wildcats coming out, getting a defensive stop right away, and they're going to get the ball back and hopefully tie this game up.
I think Lee Zamaripa's the guy that got it into the backfield real early there for the Wildcats, and made Hartzell didn't let him get to the outside where he's been hurting the Wildcats here early in the game. He had to cut it back up the middle, and that's where Josh Ruth in the middle of the Napoleon Wildcat defense was sitting, and were able to make the tackle. Good defensive series to start out the second half.
As Ryan Huffman, Hartzell has been the workhorse for the Defiance Bulldogs as he's carried the ball now 16 times, and you count his catches, he's touched the ball 18 times on offense. So if you're going to look for anyone to get the ball, it's going to be him.
Oh, Garnets!
The Wildcats were able to recover the fumble as it looked like that was a great punt by the Defiance Bulldog kicker. Cordes had a little bit of indecision there to pick it up or not. As he thought it was going to, first he tried to catch it, then he let it hit the ground. As it went over his head, he thought he was going to get in the end zone. It didn't get in the end zone. He's going to pick it up. Wasn't able to pick it up cleanly, and he had to pounce on it. Luckily, the Wildcats got it back, and they're going to travel 96 yards.
Hopefully the Wildcats here can give their defense a well-needed break as they've been on the field the majority of the time. They got to be careful here. No, they can't give up a safety as Defiance the last few possessions last half had been stopping them in the backfield.
That defensive line picked it up on defense. Hopefully this offensive line can give Scott Rex some time and make some holes when he didn't make one there. You said Larry Hartzell's gotten 18 touches. That's something I think the Napoleon Wildcats have to give Ryan Kramer that same amount of touches as he's only gotten, 4, maybe 5. And they need to really get the ball into Ryan Kramer's hand as he is the Ben Snyder of last year. He's the guy that can electrify this crowd.
Yes, sir. They got to give it to Kramer because he's been hitting the holes quick, and the problem is Defiance is penetrating real fast, and maybe if they get a quick hitter like that, Kramer could break one.
The give was Peach. Up the middle. Gain of a few. 8:54 and ticking in the third quarter.
The holes we saw earlier for the Wildcats in the running game just aren't there right now for the Wildcats. The Wildcats, I think, got to look to the air more. They've got to get it to the wide receivers somehow, and but they got to get Scott Rex time for that to happen.
Yeah, so 3rd and 12 for the Napoleon Wildcats. 8:26 in the 3rd. The give, to Pedraza. Oh no, fumble. Well, that was Pedraza with the carry. Okay, Wildcat fans, 1st and 1 for the Defiance Bulldogs. The handoff and a touchdown for Defiance. They make it look easy.
That could be a huge momentum changer there for Defiance Bulldogs. That's just a huge play. Wildcats able to get a stop, and they get pushed way back into their own territory.
When you give them the whole field, wrapped up and everything with a bow on top. (8:17). It's now 20-6. Bulldogs are in kick formation. The kick is up and no good. Boy, I tell you what, these guys are having a hard time hitting these field goals, aren't they? Or these extra points. 8:17 in the 3rd. Okay, 8:17 in the 3rd. Okay. Boy, Defiance running out. But, Ryan, it's not over until it's over.
That's right. The Wildcats could get a turnover such as the Defiance Bulldogs did. They got to try and force turnovers whenever the Defiance Bulldogs have the football now, and hopefully they can get something like that to go their way.
Yep. I tell you, it is tough when those things happen. But we've got Cordis, Kramer, and Huddle back deep. I would assume there will be another, just a bouncer.
The Wildcats moved it up a little, hoping to get one of their fast guys to touch the ball here. We'll see what Defiance does.
Oh, man. And they put it deep. Just when you think you got them figured out, Defiance and Jerry Booty.
It really didn't hurt the Wildcats there. With that kick, they were going to get at the 20 anyway, even if they did have the guys back. So a good move by the coaches to move up the guys that are normally deep, to move them up. Hopefully get somebody with a little more experience handling the football to run it. But also Jerry Beauty, a good call, having them kick it deep.
Yep.
And now the Wildcats are going to start at the 20.
Well, if the Wildcats are going to do something, they got to start now.
Right now.
The clock's running.
Yes, sir. Okay, here's Scott Rex over center. He's got a wide out on each side, 2 in the backfield. He drops back, goes quick to 7, Cordis. Incomplete. That was 41, Ben Markle on the coverage. 2nd down and 10.
Hopefully that can keep the Defiance Bulldog defense a little honest, as that's the first time I think, except for the first series, that the Wildcats have thrown on 1st down. I think they need to mix it up a little bit more on 1st down.
Yep. Rex again. Drops back. Passes again. Open. Kramer. Kramer at the 30. Still on his feet. Dropped down at about the 34-yard line. Hey, and that's positive yardage for the Wildcats. 1st and 10.
And more importantly, I think that's a complete pass for Scott Rex. I think that's something he needed for his confidence. A nice call by the coaches as they got a nice, easy completion that got Scott Rex time to pass, and just Ryan Kramer went out. Nice, easy play, wide open.
Yep, Ryan Kramer was right there. Rex, they gave up the center to Peach. Peach still on his feet, went up the middle, spun out, and tried to get some more, but I'd say very little gain.
You haven't seen the Wildcats try and run outside very much. We might want to look to that as they've been trying to get everything right up the middle, and there hasn't been anything working up the middle since the first quarter.
2nd and 8, the gain of 2. 7:24 and ticking.
Well, maybe the Wildcats
in
got to
the
look
third.
to do some more of that quick passing because Rex had great protection there with that little 3-step drop and getting out to Kramer. Hopefully, maybe one of our receivers can break one of those.
Let's hope. 2nd and 8. Wildcats on the 40. Rex drops back. Looks to number 9 Huddle. There's a flag, but that pass was complete, or is complete. That penalty isn't so much around the line, it's upfield.
Might be. I think they called a hold on the. No, ineligible receiver on the Wildcats.
Wildcats need to clean up these mistakes. Okay, 7:03 left in the third.
Ineligible receiver downfield for Napoleon. 2nd down.
Well, that's going to move it
But
back
as you can
5
see,
yards.
Scotty, the quick pass there is really working. Defiance's defensive backs are playing good 10 yards off the ball. Maybe, and if they do catch on to it, we'll do a nice little pump fake and hit someone deep.
Yep. 6:46 and ticking. More flags.
Preliminary indication. Full start. Wildcats.
The Wildcats now just shooting themselves in the foot.
Down 18 to Napoleon.
Second and 18 now. 6:42 in the third. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best that we have to offer. Well, 2nd and 18, you'd figure you'd go to the air. Rex drops back, rolls to the bottom of your screen, looks, oh, it's forced to pass and picked off by Defiance's number 30, Matt Scott. Luke Glick looks like he's in just a little bit of pain. Well, another turnover, 2nd of this quarter for the Wildcats. Ball's now on the Napoleon 14-yard line.
Scott Rex is feeling all sorts of pressure right there, and
Oh, yeah.
he let it go a little earlier, and I think he wanted to, and or had to wait a little longer even. And Scott cut in front of him and was able to pick it off.
Well, we're looking at first and 10 for the Defiance Bulldogs on our own 13. The pitch to Hartzell. Hartzell up to the 10. Gain of 3 yards. Pedraza on the stop. 6:02 left in the third.
This is definitely where the Wildcats need a turnover.
Yeah, yes.
Change some momentum here or something. Just get something going their way.
Definitely. Ryan Huffman. 2nd and 8 for the Defiance Bulldogs. This is Price over center. Price drops back. Oh, man. Brooks Pedraza right there. He brought 42. Brian Brown right down. So that's going to bring him back a little bit of loss on the play. Loss of 3, 3rd and 11. Nick
Pedraza
Sonnenberg.
did a great job reading his guard there and shooting through the hole as there was a little counter there, and Pedraza just shot through and tackled him for a loss of 3.
3rd and 11. Hey, big defensive stop here for the Wildcats would be great. Price drops back, rolls to the top of your screen. Oh, man, and 25 Hartzell. Drops the pass, incomplete for the Bulldogs from Defiance. So 4th and 11 for the Bulldogs. And let's see what Jerry Booty's got up his sleeve. What do you think, Nick Sonnenberg?
I don't know. Looks like they might be. It looks like they're going to kick it here.
I think they're going for it, Nick.
You think?
Yep. They brought in their 4th down package, I guess.
The package.
Nope, they're kicking.
Yep.
I don't know what they're doing.
I was right.
Okay, they're kicking.
Hey,
can always
now
be
they
the
could
fake
have
here.
some. It could be the fake. Oh, that's deflected. Okay.
It didn't look like the Bulldogs put too much effort into that
No, it
kick
didn't,
there.
did it?
It's kind of wasted down. Almost would have been better to go for it, but Wildcats caught a break there, turning the ball over.
Well, the Wildcats here, they had the good first down play, and after that, the penalties really shot themselves in the foot. So we need to stay away from the penalties and need to get a score here on this possession.
Definitely in this position. You don't want to have it be in one of those situations when you're trying to save a game in the 4th quarter. Hey, there's Rex. Gave the give to see who gets up out of the bottom of the pile. Number 8, Ryan Kramer.
As that's the first time tonight the Wildcats have come out in a straight T there with the double tight end in the full house backfield. So maybe they're going to look to run it up here a little and trying to get some more blocking, as it looked like they haven't got much since that touchdown.
That's right. 4:20 in the 3rd quarter. Russell Osborne in the center. Rex, the give to Peach. Peach breaks a few tackles. Good enough for a first down.
There they
Picked
got
up. Yeah.
Got some great blocking on the right side. Got a nice hole for Kenny, and Kenny ran through it. They finally got outside a little bit. Quit going right up the middle at him, and got outside and got a nice run on first down.
Now we're seeing those Wildcats again, how we saw them in the very, very beginning of the first half. Moving the chains. 3:50 in the 3rd quarter. Rex over center. The snap. Rex. The give. Up the middle to number 8. Ryan Kramer. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. 3:30 now in the 3rd.
Wildcats had a great play there off tackle with Peach, so maybe they'll look to go back to that here as they're going to come out in the straight T again.
Yep, the full house backfield, as you call it. Nick Sonnenberg. Rex fakes a give. That's Cordes with the ball. Cordes brought down, though. Is that Cordes' first time to carry the ball?
I think that's his first time touching the football there. I thought he was going to get a chance to get outside, but not quite. The guy was able to get him by the shoelaces and tripped him up. But if he could have gotten outside, he could have had a good run there.
I tell you what, I'd like to see Brad Cordes maybe break one. I've never seen him full bore. I bet you it's something else. 2:30 in the 3rd. Wildcats moving the ball. Ball on their own 36.
Defiance has moved their corners up, so
Rex
Gotta see
drops
if they
back, goes to the air. Oh, no, so close. Just right out of the hands of Ryan Kramer. But we've got penalty flags. Personal foul on the D-Town.
that's the first mistake made by Defiance.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. You know, they haven't called penalty on them all day, so why should they start now?
Yeah, good point, Nick Sonnenberg.
Besides one false start I think they had early in the first half, I think that is the first one since then.
I'd like to know what exactly went on down there, but wow. First mistake for Defiance Bulldog. Napoleon gaining some of that back.
As John Black's coming back onto the field there. I think he's been shaken up a few times, but he's been playing a tough game.
Okay.
He's coming back in.
So Black will now be your center. with 2:18 left in the third. Wildcats at midfield. The give is to Cordes. Cordes breaks around, gets it up to just, I'd say, 46-yard line.
Got him the ball quick. He found a quick hole and opened it quick. It wasn't there long, but he found it and got another good 5-yard gain.
Hey, he's picking up yardage, and that's what the Wildcats need right now. Oh, these cheerleaders scare me. Wow.
The Wildcats got to do something to get the crowd back into the game here.
Yeah, they
nice
do.
Big play and the touchdown.
I don't know, where's the band at? Okay, that was a give to Kramer. And you're seeing some
been missing. That's a great job locking up. We're getting quick hitters because hopefully Coach Snow there realized that they were getting some good penetration there.
Wildcat
Bachman's
first
getting
down.
the team pumped up
Yep.
there.
And you see a new drive in these Wildcats.
They found some fire. They made that stop down here after the interception, and the offense has picked it up since then after the defense did a great job. And hopefully this can turn into some points. This has been a really long, drawn-out.
Let's hope.
As Ryan Kramer has 72 yards on 6 carries so far for the Wildcats.
Oh. Rex has to. Oh, and Rex is fired up. Oh, boy. Rex did not want to call that timeout, but he was forced to.
That's what the Cats need, though. Good leadership out there by Scott Rex. He realized something was wrong, and he called a timeout. It's better to do that than have something bad happen.
Yep. Obviously, a few people did not know what was going on. As I just, guys, look up across the field, across town, you see the courthouse tower. The whole sky's dark, but you can see that courthouse.
It is a beautiful sight out here tonight.
Just like you are right up on Perry Street.
Very calm, still night.
Yep.
No clouds in the sky.
Nope.
Nice bright moon.
Beautiful moon.
Beautiful, beautiful sight out here.
You can see the town functioning. A lot of vehicles. That courthouse, that's a postcard right there. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Scotty, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful night for an opening day here at Charles Buckmeyer Stadium. It's a great night for football.
Great night.
God bless us with some beautiful weather for today.
Yes, he did. We are so fortunate. Rex. Oh, the give is to Kramer. And he's stuffed. 1:30 and ticking. In this third quarter of play.
Maybe ran it one too many
two.
times.
Yep.
I think here Wildcats got to maybe try a little play action pass, especially out of the tee here. That'll be a big surprise.
You really got to change it up. You feel comfortable when something starts working, but you got to try the other plays. That's why you got them in your book. Execution, crispness, and discipline. Rex, boy, he gets down. Fakes the give. There it is, Nick Sonnenberg to a wide open. Oh, no. Incomplete pass. I thought he had it, and then right as they said it, it popped out. Was that beautiful? That was beautiful.
No, that was almost a perfect play, perfect fake, perfect rollout. Just didn't quite get it. It was a good pass because Pedraz had a defender right on his back.
Yep. Wow. 3rd and 12 now with 50 seconds in this third quarter. Third and 12. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel. Bringing you, of course, the best that we have to offer. Rex drops back in motion to the bottom of your screen. Goes to the air! Nothing doing there, as there was about 6 guys there, 3 from Defiance, 3 from Napoleon. Incomplete.
I think the Cats might go for it here.
Well, I tell you what, Nick, you almost have to. You almost have to.
The way the Wildcats have been punting the football today, I don't think it make much of a difference.
They're going to punt here.
Oh, no.
That's why we're up here, fellas.
That's right.
Maybe a fake.
I was just going to say
We've seen it before on the Wildcats.
Defiance looks like they're ready for something here, so.
Maybe we'll try and draw him off with the old hut, 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 hut. No? Oh! Oh, no! That was 44, Ryan Mummy. Oh, man.
As that was not a smart play by Defiance's defensive lineman there, because he would have dropped that ball. That would have been a fumble because he tried to catch it. And the Wildcats could have gained possession, but didn't happen.
But, on the other hand, the Napoleon's blocking on the punt all night has been not very good. And right there it kind of culminated. And they finally got to him. Oh, looks like they're... Price was a ball carrier. He took it.
The defense is going to have to come up with another big stop. Hopefully a turnover would be even better, as the Wildcats at least had a good drive there. Give the defense some rest, but we're starting. Pretty soon we're going to start running out of time. And
that's right.
So the defense has got to stop them here quick. Good play on first down. Now we got to stop them 2 more times or get a turnover.
Here's Defiance, led by the sophomore Price. About out of time. And that's it for the third quarter. Well, fans, there's 1 more quarter left.
Nick Sonnenberg, do you have an update on some of our stats here for the game? Or?
Well, so far, Hatzel has carried the ball 18 times for 53 yards. Hacker still at 7. Hartzell, I think, is the only one that has touched the ball other than Drown this half. For the Wildcats, not much change, and Kramer has 70 yards now on 8 carries. Cordes got 8 yards that quarter. Peach got 9, and 7 yards. That's about all that's happened so far, and Rex hit Kramer on a pass for 11 yards. Wildcats got to make something happen here. They're down to nothing. This is the last period of play.
Okay. Here's the Price and the Defiance Bulldog. They give us the Hartzell. Hartzell up across the 50 like he caught the Wildcats sleeping. Finally brought down by John Huddle. A gain of at least 25 yards preliminary. 28. First and 10 to the D-Town Bulldogs. 20-6. With 11:52 left in the second half.
Gee, I wonder who's going to get the ball. It's been a big surprise.
What do you think?
Oh,
Hartzell up the other side.
As Ryan Kramer
for a gain of about 6 yards.
They're coming up making a hit.
Yes, Ryan Kramer. Kramer with the stop. These Wildcats, though, cannot give up yet. Still, if they work it right and come up with a big stop here, have a chance.
I see a couple of Wildcats on the sidelines. I see Luke Glick and Josh Fruth both on the sidelines with cramps. I wonder what's going on with the Wildcats. So many players are cramping up right now.
Guess is as good as mine, Ryan Huffman. Okay. Pedraza on the stop for the Napoleon Wildcats. First down, Defiance. First and 10 for the Defiance Bulldogs. Defiance again, find them driving. Price, up, the give is the Hartzell. Hartzell, oh no, he's stopped. Nothing doing there. He can't do that. He kind of has a prance to him, and he was just kind of shuffling his feet, if you will, and that doesn't get you anywhere in football.
Pedraza and Black strung it out real well, and Pedraza came from the backside and made the tackle with some assistance from John Black.
Second and 9. Under 10 minutes. Price. They give up the middle to Hacker. 37, Hacker. Gain of a few. Second down and 6. Or excuse me, third and 6. Oh, and Chad Warnemont comes up with a stop for the Wildcats.
Hopefully the Wildcats can get a negative play here and
Hopefully.
Force them to kick another field goal.
These,
or attempt to.
These Wildcats. I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it, but probably going to go for it here on 4th down.
And I mean, they're just eating time off the clock now. I'd say that that's their main goal. So why not go for it? We need to hear those feet of the people in this Napoleon crowd. Stop them! Oh, and movement on the Defiance line. That's preliminary indication from the Cats.
It's going to leave them 4th and 7. I think they're still going to go for it.
I would imagine so. So that just makes it 4th and 7. Just move these these Bulldogs back a little bit. $8-19 and ticking.
Big
Here's
play,
Price.
Scotty. Big play.
Huge play in this ball game.
See,
Price back. Oh, bam! Leveled by
nice job by Buzz Kramer.
Lee Zamaripa, and
That's
also
what the
65.
Wildcats needed. They got it. Now they have to capitalize here with 8:09 left.
No question about it, Nick. No question about it.
That's some great pressure put in there by Lee Zamaripa and Buzz Kramer.
Yeah, buddy.
They came flying through the line, made the tackle. Buzz Kramer got up and he was fired up.
Yep.
He's ready to go now on offense, too. He's going to strap up there and offensive guard, and he's ready to go on. Oh. He's saying, Coach, run it behind me.
Just when we talked about in the opening, somehow that Lee Zamaripa finds a way.
Cats might look to pass here as they got their too wide.
Hey, I'd like to see it. Nothing hurt, nothing hurt. Rex drops back. Oh, a wide open Kramer. And he gets a few more yards, about 2, real close to first down yardage.
Once again, the Defiance Bulldog cornerback stepped off again.
Yep.
Scott Rex saw it, had Ryan Kramer go out for about 5-6 yards and hit him right away.
Well, Fruth is up now. Looks like he is going to be all right.
It looks like the Wildcats there, or the Bulldogs are dropping off a linebacker to stay in the flats as he almost deflected that pass there, and the DB staying deep. So hopefully maybe they'll catch him off guard once, and that DB's going to bite on that.
8:03. Beach in motion in the backfield. Rex over center. Rex drops back. The give to 8. Kramer. Not much doing on that one. Defiance had that sniffed out pretty well. So brings up a 3rd down and 3 situation. Third and 3. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best that we have to offer. Here come the Wildcats. Oh, stomping the feet. You hear some. Rex, the give is to Kramer. He's got first down and just a little bit more up to the 45-yard line. Just about. They might spot it on the 44.
We'll utilize Ryan Kramer's speed there again and got him outside, and he was able to make some things happen, got us some first down, and gonna move the chains.
Wildcats get a score here. There's still plenty of time for them to get the ball back and get another score.
7:04 in the second half. .6:55 now. Rex drops back, goes long, and there's nobody there. That was for the 12th man.
As Quarters was being held up there on the line a little.
Yeah.
Should have been a penalty, but nothing called.
.646. Plays coming in. Number 31. Sergio Morales running the play in. See some action from Sergio Morales late in the game. Rex, they give to Belford. Belford sees some daylight. Gain of about 5. Gonna bring up third and 4. Third and 5. 6:30 now and ticking.
Kramer checks back in for the Wildcats. Belford gave him a quick breather there and gave him a good positive yardage play of 5, close to 6 yards, and leaving with a short third down call here.
Rex, they give to Kramer. Well, 4th, and it's going to be a 3 for the Wildcats. You got to go for it. 4th and 2. Wow.
Wildcats are definitely going for a north thought here for the coaches. The only question is what play they're going to run.
68 Jim James checks into the game. Hey, there's that roar. Cats need to capitalize. Cross every T and down every I. Up the middle. Good enough.
I think Kramer got it there. He got the ball out there. Matters where
he had it stretched out. And they're going to measure.
It looks short. It might be just a nose blink short.
It's close. It's real close. We got a good eye on it.
The old right up the middle. I don't know.
I think we got the wrong spot with the wrong foot. I think if we had gotten the left foot, we might have had it, but I think we got the right. We're short.
Defiance ball. And I tell you what, I'd like to know just how short.
Not much.
And not much. Well, it's going to be Defiance ball. 5:13 left in the 4th. Okay, 5:13 left in the 3rd. 20-6, penalty marker on the play.
Preliminary indication, dead ball, illegal procedure, Bulldogs.
Hey, there's another one. How many is that against the Bulldogs? 3? 3. Why are all these people leaving?
I don't see 4
understand.
zeros on there yet.
It's not over. There should be a law. You stay in your seat until it's over. Stay behind your team. Stay behind your team. Hacker with the carry.
That's going to be stopped for the Wildcats. Gain of 8. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 for the Defiance Bulldogs. Hacker, the ball carrier. .440 in the second half. Price, give up the middle. Had to be 37 Hacker. Yes, it was.
So we're going to see nothing but a ground game from
Yep. Run out the
Defiance
clock.
Bulldogs rest of the way. Just try and let that clock tick down.
Well, I tell you, I'd like to know who that Wildcat is. I got a pretty good idea, but I'm not sure. 4 minutes in the game. Price. The give is to Hartzell. Hartzell gets the first down. And they keep moving the ball. Shaggets. Chris Shaggets in on the trip up. .340 in the game. Price over center. Ball on the Wildcat 42. Oh, and the Wildcat interior line is in on that one. Slowing them right down.
Hartzell, the ball carrier, no gain on the play. Flag on the stop for the Wildcats. Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. Okay. Price back. The pitch off to number 42.
I think we're going to finally see a
Ryan
hold
Brown.
on the
Yeah.
Defiance Bulldogs.
And Napoleon signaling their ball.
Holding Bulldogs.
That's happened all day on those sweeps on the outside. Defiance has been cracking down, and someone's been holding one of our ends.
A Napoleon player
That
came
time
up with
they
that
caught
ball.
I think Josh Fruth was raising his hands in disgust as I think he wanted the football too.
Yeah.
The referee, he pleaded with the referees, but they wouldn't give it to him. But they're going
That's
to give
going
the
back anyway. Yep.
Bulldogs. 10-yard penalty.
10 yards back.
And 19 yards to go.
Well, let's see what these Bulldogs will do now.
I guess they're going to run the football.
You think? With 2-something left in the game. Price. 37. Hacker. Referees want the clock stopped. Timeout Wildcats. So the Wildcats take a timeout. This is NCTV Channel 5, your hometown public access channel, bringing you the best that we have to offer. I'd like to thank the Henry County Bank for bringing us coverage of Napoleon Wildcat football games.
Seems as if this whole
2-17.
second half, this game's been played in between the 30s as nothing's really happened. We just had the fumble on the goal line, and besides that, nothing's really happened. The second half, it's just been a big stalemate. Turn it over,
Yep.
giving it back, turn it over, give it back, and just been a big lull in the action this whole fourth quarter, it seems like.
It does. You're right, Ryan.
Well, Scotty, what really hurt the
Yeah,
Wildcats
Nick.
tonight was their passing game. They've had a great day on the ground, almost 100 yards, I think, in total, and they just never got on track passing-wise.
Yep. Nice observation, Nick Sonnenberg.
I think a lot of that has to do with the lots of defensive pressure that the Defiance Bulldog D-line put on Scott Rex, and he had only a few numerous times to throw the football in which he completed those passes. One was dropped, or another good play by the defense, but otherwise, not much going on in the air.
Yep. Looks like Napoleon's trying to figure out who's in and who's out.
13 for the Bulldogs. The ball is spot at the 44-yard line.
But there, Bus Kramer coming out there was 12 men on the field
Charles Funkenmeyer Stadium.
for the Wildcats.
Indians have lost the odds. Kickoff time next Friday night.
I do think though, if the Wildcat offensive line can give Scott Rex enough time to let the routes develop and give him time to pass the football, the passing game will be a threat down the road this season.
I definitely think so.
Well, Huffman, maybe Cats can get a little pressure here on this punt coming up. or
This
something.
4th and
They need
13.
something with 2:08 left.
Yep. And he has a nice punt. Back there to Bradley Cordes. Brad Cordes turns one way and decides to go the other. Oh, thought he could break it up, but he's tackled out of bounds.
3 yards. Gordon on the return.
Well, Cordes' return. Scott had to stop for the Bulldogs.
A little 2-minute offense here. They practice it every Thursday, so
Yep.
maybe
The
it'll
2-minute
come in
O.
here.
The 2-minute O. Okay. .156 to be exact. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. On their own 17-yard line. So here they come. Let's see what they got. They can make this game seem a lot closer. Rex drops back, rolls out to the bottom of your screen to a wide open Ryan Kramer. And he's dropped. Hey, he's got a first down.
You able to give him some time, let Ryan Kramer get into his route, and he was open, and Scott Rex hit him with the pass. Good play for the Wildcats.
Wildcat, first down.
I do not
Rex
know
again.
if this is the Defiance Bulldog team of last year's state champions, but this definitely is not the Napoleon Wildcat team of last year.
Definitely
I think this is a much improved football team, and we should expect some really good things out of this team in the upcoming weeks.
We cannot get our heads down. Need to keep our heads up. Coming here next Friday night, home versus Wauseon and the Wauseon Indians from Wauseon, Ohio. So Wauseon comes in here. See what we can do. We've pretty much had over in the past few years really been handling Wauseon really well.
I've heard that they also are an improved football team. Expect to be a good game. Teams match up well. It'll be an interesting game here at Buckenmeyer Stadium for the second game here in Charles.
Think so.
Buckenmeyer Stadium and Morley Field.
And then, Ryan, we take 5 games on the road. And remember that 5 games that we were home? Well, they're all on the road this year. I think that includes Bryan.
Bryan, Bowling Green, Miami Trace. No, Miami Trace is at home.
Yep. Bowling Green,
Finley,
Bryan, Fostoria,
and Fostoria.
and there should be
Then
one more.
then there's a wake. Oh,
No, there's.
then we're at home, and then we go to Akron Coventry and finish out at home.
Yep, I think you're right, Ryan. But those 5 games away are going to be tough, and we're going to need support out there. Need to have this crowd support out there on the road. So we've got Wauseon home next week. Then we go Bowling Green, Bryan, Finley, and Clay, and Fostoria, and Miami Trace are home. Away Akron Coventry, and home Swan. So
Well,
there you have it.
I'll start to give my stats now here for the end of the
Okay,
game.
no problem.
As
19
Hartzell
seconds left.
Finished the game with 25 carries for 73 yards. Brown had 6 carries for 15. Price had 5 for -9. Hacker had 11 carries for 25 yards. Rice ended up 5 for 5 with 70 yards passing. Drown had 5 yards of that, and Hartzell had 5. Touchdowns were Hacker, Drown, and Hartzell. For the Wildcats, Rex had 15 yards rushing on 5 carries. Ryan Kramer, 11 carries, 83 yards. Matt Belford had 5 carries for 8 yards. Brad Cordes had 2 carries for 8 yards. Peach had 6 carries for 7 yards. Pedraza had -2 yards. Rex was 3 of 10 on passing, 30%, for 29 yards, and Kramer caught all 3 of those for the 29 yards, and Kramer had the lone rushing touchdown. So it was Ryan Kramer, the only offensive spark today. Hopefully we'll have somebody else next game.
I think that's going to be it.
Yep. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Defiance 20, Napoleon 6. Ryan Huffman, your thoughts on tonight's game?
The Wildcats showed a much improvement over last year's game against Defiance. Defiance may not be the team of last year, but we definitely aren't the team of last year. I've seen it, this much better attitude I've seen. I really like the way they came out and played. They played hard. I expect them to improve a lot over the next 9 games.
Yes.
And I look at this game as being 14-6 rather than 26 after the touchdown we gave them on with the fumble on the 3-yard line. Wildcats played them tough, just had a tough time getting things going on the ground, sustaining a drive. It seemed like when they were able to get first downs, they always had 70 yards to go.
Yeah.
But then when they got good field position, they had a tough time getting things going. And the passing game needs a lot of work, but I think give them time, something they didn't have tonight, and Scott Rex will be all right.
And I think what's important, and we talked about this earlier, keys to the game, Wildcats need to be mistake-free, and mistakes really shot themselves in the foot and just took themselves right out of the game.
There's a couple of penalties there that really hurt them when they had 2 or 3 in a row. That really hurt them, set them back. The fumble, that definitely gave them 6 points.
Yeah.
But I was really proud of the way the defense played.
Really?
Defense played a really fabulous game. Stopped the run. They just, you give them the ball on the first down on the 3-yard line. That's going to be hard for any defense to stop.
You're right.
And defense played a great job. A lot of improvement that can be made, but there's a lot of positives.
And I think the Wildcats, they'll go back to the drawing board. They'll have some films tomorrow, and they'll check into practice on Monday and through the rest of the week and scout out this Wauseon team. And I think that great things will come next Friday night. But the key thing for the Wildcats is to not get their heads down right now. This is by no means a bad game. Just because you come down on the bottom side of things, these Wildcats, they are, like you said, just such an improvement. Great job for these Napoleon Wildcats here tonight. I'm real proud of the guys, and they showed a lot of heart. This really was a great job.
I think a lot of credit needs to be given to the Defiance Bulldogs also.
Yeah.
Still a very good football team. I still think they'll make it to playoffs, state champions. I think that's probably a long shot.
Yeah.
I think they'll be beaten this year in the regular season even. Still a very, very good football team.
Yep. You're right. So, Ryan Huffman, anything else? Okay, for cameraman Aaron Ausins, how many other people do we have? Jeremy Rebusel, Barry Spurlock, Tim Moranville, Adam Sickmiller. And for Ryan Huffman, I'm Scott Spicer and Nick Sonnenberg saying,
we'll see
so
you later.
long.